Mississauga has seen a lot of growth over the past few years, but in the city's northeast neighborhood of Malton, community members say hardly anything has changed here in decades.
Malton, if you look at it, it seems like it's been frozen the last 30 years. Malton is not really part of the development curve that's happening in the rest of Mississauga.
I live in Malton since I landed in Canada. I think it's 22 years. The things are there, the limited, but the populations are increasing. Needs to be more attention here in this area.
The community of Malton sits between the city of Toronto to the east and Brampton to the north. Malton has a population of over 35,000 people. It's also a diverse community, with census data showing 50% of the population are immigrants. And while it's part of Mississauga, often the residents don't feel that way.
Technically, we're part of the city of Mississauga, but physically and even economically, commercially, people are, I feel like, tied a bit more to Toronto and Brampton and even Vaughan.
Lots of people even asking me, no, it's Mississauga. Really? Malton is in Mississauga? Because lots of people don't know the Malton is in Mississauga. It's not like they're part of the Mississauga. It's a separate community, but it shouldn't be.
Residents say some of the issues include safety, transit, and the need for more affordable housing. But perhaps one of the biggest problems in Malton is a lack of grocery stores. Currently, there's only one major grocery store in the community after several others shut down.
The Food Basic is gone, the Longo's is gone, here's the Chinese grocery stores, it's gone. Now we do have only one store here in Malton. It's a big issue in Malton because it's very hard for us to do the groceries, especially on the weekend. Sometimes there's no stuff on the shelf because of the population and crowd.
The one grocery store is part of this mall, Westwood Square, which some would call the hub of the community. It's made up of small businesses that tailor to the different groups that live in the neighborhood. But the parking lot has also been the scene of various crimes. And in the basement, Peel Public Health Sexuality Clinic has been closed since the pandemic.
The mayor is come. They need to be give some attention to the Malton and see the issues and should address the issues.
These longtime residents say it's difficult for people here to feel motivated to contribute to their community when it often feels forgotten by the politicians who serve them. The hope is that the new mayor can help shift the area's reputation.
I just hesitate to tell people that I live in Malton because the other people respond is just, you're living in Malton, like how can you manage? I just want to say the people to be proudly that I live in Malton.
Whether they'll be an active participant in seeing better changes for Malton, that's something we have to wait and see.
Residents here will be watching closely in the coming weeks to see whether their community is included in the conversation on the campaign trail. Voters head to the polls on June 10th. Talia, Ricci, CBC News, Mississauga.